What is going on, guys? Alexander Thomas here. Welcome back to Gaming Time 123. We are it's common to uncommon, uncommon to mythic to rare. This is the episode number 2, and we have a red deck. I did test the deck with an additional game in between video recordings. But we are going to play one game against the computer, and then after that is going to be against a historic player because we have no other options. Let's go ahead and get into the game scene here. So one game against the bot, and then it will be against the actual person. Who that will be? No idea. Again, I did not know what colors I was playing, so we will plan to shock it, I guess, or strangle it. We did change our deck, so if you guys did see the last video, the video for that one will be in the description as well. Oh, that's fun. It's not relevant. I think we can actually do that because then we'll have it until end of turn. I'm discarding the 3/3. So if we get our land, we can play the land. We can't really do anything with that, so we have enough. Okay, we have 4/4 Child Volcano. I can just Boo is gonna be hard. I can say that much. Let's see. We can go ahead and play this one, and then we'll go for attacks. We can discard a card. We will discard this card because it's not relevant. We'll go for attacks. Return to my hand. That's annoying. So unfortunately, that is not going to mean anything. So instead, we'll go ahead and I think we're going to go ahead and shock the player instead, because that's going to return my hand. And it's going to my hand. I can't do anything about that. So that's going to hurt. I don't have any reach in my deck, which something I probably need to put in. Something I need to put in the deck. That's something we need to put in the next deck, and we need to increase, because this deck might not win. I think we'll play this. I don't know that does anything. That does anything. I currently am going to take 4 damage on the turn. This goes out. Do I discard that card? I think I got to. Well, that's not relevant. Okay, I'm going to 5. We can strangle one character's creature though, that's helpful. So, strangle the 2/2. We will put another creature onto the field. I don't know if we're going to win this one though. I'm going to discard this, that's not relevant. Go to attack. We get 3. We think we don't lose yet. We actually extended. We don't lose yet, but we are pretty close to in the bad. We're not in a great position. Play the land. We can put this one here as a 4/4. 4. I'm going to discard the card. Hope for a. It did not help. He has to block, which means he won't be able to. He will. He's still going to win this game. I can get first strike, and plus X. Oh, a trample. That doesn't do me. Trample just means I get 1 damage, unfortunately. So that doesn't really help me. So it does 8 damage. It's not going to do enough. So we're going to do the damage. 6 damage to opponents. 4 damage as well. Unfortunately, that is not going to be enough. We're still going to lose this round 1. So we get 1 point. I already know I'm getting 1 point. Still, very good game. But unfortunately, that was the last game we got to play against an actual non-person. Now, I will point this out. We're going to play against a non-person. Here is the deal about playing against another person. I'm not gonna put. I don't know if I want to put ranked. It is historic play. But there's 2 things I got to note. I cannot concede for 2 turns. So both of us have to play at least 2 lands for a concede to count in this format. I also have to have done some sort of damage or played some sort of spell that targets them in order for it to count. And so good thing is I can target them immediately. So I can, as long as I win, I get up to 0.3 points for it. Otherwise, it counts as if I only got 1 point for it if that person does concede. It counts as if I did. I won, but playing black, we'll go ahead and do shock player for 2. We're gonna keep that. That's definitely something we're gonna keep. Black, red. Okay, we want to put Vest into the field. I'm not allowed to concede the game, however. That's another thing. I'm not allowed to concede under normal circumstances. What nerf is that? Oh, okay. Oh, let's do it this one here. I'm going to go ahead and move to combat. Discarding the Great Axe is really too difficult. I got another Great Axe. Well, I can give plus first strike, but that doesn't really do much to me. Remember, if the person does concede at this point, I do get credit for all 3 points. But they're playing at least a 3-color deck. Probably a 5-color deck if I was to guess. It's a shrine deck, I think. He doesn't have the ability to pay 1 there, so I could do. Let's see. I think I go to attacks here. It is Death Touch, but first strike will matter. First strike, so let's see what he does here. If he doesn't block, I believe I win. So yeah. So we already knew what we're gonna do here. This guy is, we can go and play, doesn't actually want though, because these just do the same thing. I'll pay that, so it's 6 damage, and it's 4 to the player, so it's 9. And we've done trample anyways. Catch trimmer, I don't know what this is. What does it do? Of course, we have first strike, so that's not a big deal, I don't think. We can go and play this one to the field. We can't equip it, but we can go ahead and do it to attacks. And do a first strike this time? It's 3 damage. I don't see why I would not do that. This is an instant, so I can do it any time. So land, we're gonna obviously have to do this. There's no options there. And then we can discard a card, but there's no point in not doing that. We go to attacks, and he does have to block here. So I'm going to give it first strike. I can give 2 creatures first strike, which really doesn't do anything in this case. Okay, well, we got trample on first strike, so he's 4 now. Which is not going to be great, because if I do get another play, I have plenty of play of fire in my deck. So if I do happen to get, it concedes. I think he was going to lose there anyways, so I get 3 points for that one. All right. I do have to point out, because the fact that I apologize for my hands. Apologize for my webcam going a little bit weird here. But because we are playing only games, we are only doing 3 games in the... We're probably only playing 3 games, so we get some points. Yay. Next game. We have 4 points right now. We can upgrade basically... We could upgrade a card to rare, because that still only costs us 1 point, is all we do to an upgrade card. We have to keep this, so we don't have a choice about that. We do get 1 point, at least, so... No point in casting that. Is it up to 1 creature, up to 2 creatures, which is not really relevant. Concedes don't count. Oh, okay, playing that kind of creature. That's annoying. I hate those kind of creatures. And unfortunately, we have to play a creature, and that does give you 1 extra life, which means this is probably going to be a loss cause, but we're definitely shocking that, or whatever we can do, when we get to it. It's a life gain deck that we're playing against. Oh, yeah, we're definitely playing a life gain. Definitely playing against a life gain deck. Do +2/+0 until end of turn. I'm definitely discarding a land. Go to attacks. Next to blockers, because obviously we're not going to... we can't cast anything else, so we're going to cast this for 2-1. To give it more damage. Because I think that's the way we have to do that one. Oh. Yeah, that's not going to be fair. So he creates another copy of it, which means he gets another copy, which means both of them get copies, which means they're going to be 4-3 and a 4. This is going to be interesting. So we're not letting that one stay around. There's just no way. Next to blockers. It already has trample. We don't need to give any other creature first strike, so. And we will shock him. That's irrelevant, so we'll put that in the bottom. Don't need to do it again, so. He's going to go down 1, which means he could do it again. But my guess is he's probably not going to. He's got to have 15 more life than I was told to cast that second one. He chose white. Well, I wonder why. I think he was a starting player, so that is not accurate. Ooh. He's going to exile my creature. Seems reasonable. Sadly. I don't like it, but unfortunately that's going to have to be what happens. We'll take the damage. I'm allowed to concede if it's hopeless, but that's the only time. And I think we're pretty close to being hopeless here. Yeah, we're going to say this one's hopeless. So we get 1 point. We're not going to win that one. We get one more game. I believe, let's see, how much time do we have? Yeah, so we have one more game. Then we're going to be upgrading. We only have 5 points to upgrade this one. So. And I do apologize for my, webcam having some problems. We're not on a mulligan, so that's gotta go stay where we got. Which is not, this is not terrible. This is not terrible in it. Playing as blue. Oh. Is this a mill deck? This is a land. It could be a mill deck. And based on the context, I don't want to play against Mill because this deck is not going to be helpful against that. We'll definitely get rid of it. We'll know. Okay, so it's not. It might not be a Mill deck, but don't know what it is for sure. I'm going to go ahead and play the Dwarf Knight here. Oh, that didn't happen. That never happened. I guess he's going to count. He's going to counter this one. Yep. I guess that's fine. It's annoying, but counterattacks are... What? What? Well, considering I don't know... Okay, well, I guess we're going with that. I don't know. We're gonna play this. We'll play this. Hopefully. It doesn't have haste though, so. I think we figured out another thing we have to do. Mutate. Interesting. This is either it's supposed to be either a mutate deck or a make this deck unblockable. I'll go ahead for attacks. Let's see what we have here going on here. Well, I don't have a choice but to give this guy first strike. And I'm not giving him first strike, so seems good to me. I mean, at this point, probably going to get some damage to me. Oh. Interesting. 3-3. Oh, yeah. We're not winning this game. Not mention I can't block in the first place. Counter. I have to be able to destroy him. This guy's got Death Touch. I have Trample, so I give you 1 extra damage to him. But I think I have to attack. Yeah, it wasn't not relevant. It didn't matter to me because well, we're gonna have to do this one. I think I can't do damage to that, so oh, put the land over here at the bottom. No. We will attack with a 3/3 because it doesn't seem any reason not to. Well, he didn't block it, but it doesn't matter because it becomes a 4/4. Well, let's do 3 damage to this. Get rid of it. We just get 3 damage to it. Problem is, I think it's going to be a loss in the end because we're doing 3 damage every turn. He's doing 4 plus 1 every turn. Up to 5. So he'll get hit. So if he does. Okay, so it's 7. I have to sacrifice a creature. Woof. That's a loss. Unless I get something to destroy target creature. I don't think I have any of those, which might be a good thing to have. Nope, we can block it. Oh, but then he can make it unblockable. So that is a loss. We get 1 point. And that is the end of the 3 games we get in this video. So, now it's time to upgrade our deck. Not honestly a bad start, but unfortunately, we gotta get something to block. There's 2 things we gotta do. We gotta block flying, and we gotta store stuff. That's the 2 things we need, and unfortunately, this is a red deck. So I gotta find all that stuff. Now I have 6 points, so I think I gotta give this something to destroy. Let's see. It's gotta. So first off, it does have to be. It doesn't have to be uncommon. It can be. It can be common too. Let's just see what it has to be, either common or uncommon, or rare technically because we could have it rare. But let's see if we have stuff to destroy. In red. Clearly, that's not possible. So, let's look for reach. We gotta get some cards that have reach, but the problem is they can't be common. They have to be uncommon or better in that regard. Uncommon or rare. They have to have something like reach. That's not bad. I think we take. Zero 4. This is a good card to go for. Let's go ahead and knock 2 of these out. Put 2 of these in, which does mean we lose 2 points for that one. But now we need something with reach. That's also a good card to go for. Maybe take these great swords out and get this one instead, which is Vigilance and Reach. It's not great. We're gonna go with 1 and take 1 of the swords out. So we're gonna be going up 1 in that one. So we have 3 points left. Doesn't have to be reach. I would prefer destroy, but I don't think we're gonna find something that's destroy that is of the right mechanics. I could go for a. Let's just say any card. It has to be. Let's continue with not collected 2. I think I might have it spelled wrong. First lightning's nice, could be kicked. Playing with fire, do we upgrade this one? That is actually an even though, so we can't do that one. Because that actually goes down, so we can't actually do it unless we up doing one of the other cards. That's of the same rarity. So the problem is it can't be common. So it's gonna have to be something bigger. I mean, it can be uncommon, but it can't be. We can get 5 damage fire buildings, but the problem is we can't use that one unless we change. No, we can't. We can't even use that one because we have to have a card that's common for that one. That'd be a start of a deck. So it's gotta be, as a point this way, it's gonna have to be. I can't use a common card. That's not allowed. Use any card. Lightning Axe is good. But it's 5 yards per target creature, which really is kind of not useful. I got 3 points. I've already upgraded one, so shock doesn't do me any good because we've already upgraded for shock. It's, by the way, technically a common, not uncommon. We could do FUD. Or we could do Sacrifice a Creature, which is an uncommon if we went from one of the common cards. Because those are common. But I feel like if I spell from the graveyard, 3 damage to player. I won't be do I have ways to cast stuff from the graveyard? I don't think I do. Flying would be a good thing to have, though. So I think we take one of these out. We gotta have something with flying. Preferably something that's better. Like it's a bigger card. So let's try putting. Let's see what we have with flying. That is of the right colors. We can't go to Mythic yet. That's too much because we don't have any rares. We can go from uncommon, but be more inclined to do. I can do this. These are flying. Let's go 3 of those. We're taking 2 of these out, and we gotta take Volcano out. We actually have to go a little more apparently. So we did take 3 of those actually, so that means we are out of points. I just have to edit my deck. So we are now down to back to 62 cards, and that will be going into the next one. Where we did get some flying. Hopefully that does something good for us. And that's the end of this episode for Common to Uncommon. My thing is going crazy. I apologize again for my webcam. It's gonna probably go out on it every time. But that is the it from common to uncommon for episode number 2. Eventually, at some point, we'll get to our mythics. We are currently not any. I don't think we have any. We don't have any rares in this deck. If I go here, there is rarity. I won't see any. I look at this one here. What if it going to tell me? I'll take a look at that. That's the end of this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to keep your game on.